Using PhET's build an atom. Our goal here is to test your knowledge with the games. If you're having difficulty with the games, you might want to go back to check out the atom section or the simple section. Let's first start with the game, so let's have a look at them. The first game here, we see an atom, and inside here there are different things. I see some protons, I see some neutrons, and I see 2 electrons. And I have to figure out what all these things mean. So maybe I should go back. I'm just going to give this a shot. Oh yeah, I knew it wrong. Let's check again. Oh, still wrong. Show answer. Oh, it's close, but I had that. Okay, so maybe it's better, instead of going next, I'm going to go over here to the atom and first figure these things out. So they start us off, which I was playing earlier, start us off here with, we got protons, neutrons, and electrons. And as we add protons in, we see what happens. We add 1 proton, and we have hydrogen. Add another proton, we have helium. We can also have these things here where it shows us the charge and the mass number. So now we have 3 things in there, and we're charge of +2. Regular atoms have an equal number of protons and neutrons. So you can see now the charge is 0. So we can have a play here. I can add another neutron, and it doesn't matter how many neutrons I add, it always stays helium, but it gets heavier, heavier, and heavier. These numbers here are just introducing for you. I want to go here to the symbol, which is the same thing, but now we're actually getting some symbols here to tell us something in addition. So we bring in a proton, and again, this shows us that 1 proton is always hydrogen, 2 protons is always helium, 3 protons is always lithium. The neutrons and the electrons don't matter at all. If I keep on adding more protons, we'll just march across here row by row. And we see here, we have down here what's called the atomic number, and up here we have the atomic mass. The atomic number, we know, is the number of protons. So it's 5 protons, so it's 5, and it's boron. The atomic mass is the total number of the protons plus the neutrons. Since there's no neutrons, 5 plus 0 is 5. If I add in a neutron, it stays as boron, but now 5 plus 1 is 6. Add in another neutron, 5 plus 2 is 7. And we can go on like that. It's still boron. But wait, you're saying, right? Where are all the electrons? For a normal atom, the number of protons has to equal the number of electrons. So right now, this has a charge of +5. Every electron I add, which is a negative charge, is going to take the 5 plus, takes down the 4 plus, then 3 plus, then 2 plus, then 1 plus, and now 0. Let's try again. We have a neutral atom now because we have 5 protons and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons. So now it is neutral. If I add in another electron, now it's 1 minus. If I add in a proton to the nucleus, it now changes to carbon, number 11 here on the periodic table. And again, the charge is 0 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 protons. The stable, unstable is, when it deals later for radioactivity, is it needs the right number as well of neutrons to be stable. But we're not going to worry about that right now. If I had too many neutrons, still stable, and now unstable again. This should help us now with the games. Let's go back here. I want to go start over. So this first game here, protons 7. Oh, I can find this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and again, it's only the protons that matter what element it is. Now it's asking, is it a neutral atom or ion? It has 7 protons, has 8 neutrons, and 7 electrons. It's the electrons that give the charge along with the protons. Neutrons are neutrally charged, 0. So 7 pluses and 7 minuses gives us, a neutral atom. Check. Nailed it. Find the element. Oh my goodness. One little proton, that's it. So I click here. Is it neutral? Well, there's 1 plus. There's no minuses, so it's definitely an ion. And check. I'm not going to do them all. Let's just go back here to start over and check this game. What's the charge? So if you do the games from left to right, they're going to build up in complexity. 9 protons, 10 electrons. So instead of +1, it's going to have -1. Check. Next one. What is the mass number? I know the mass number is the total number of protons and neutrons inside the nucleus. So there's 1, 2 things there. 2. Check. What is the mass number here? I know it's the total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus, so it's 9. I'm going to get it wrong on purpose, and I'm going to say 8. Oh no. Try again. Got it wrong again. Show answer, and show me it was 9. Or I could try a different number. What's the total charge? There's 2 things here. Does that mean it's 2 positive? Hint, that's wrong. Oh, try again. No, it's only 1 positive because a neutron is neutral. Check. Okay, and once I get to the end, you would get your score. You can screenshot this, or once you do all 4 of them, you'll have your stars here, and you do 1 screenshot of the whole thing. I hope this helps.